Hi there, signs of Virgo. This is Kim with your next 48-hour reading. Thanks for joining me. Glad you're here. Like, share, subscribe. Let's get into your reading. I'm using the Good Tarot. Burned a little sage. Any messages for Virgo? Connecting with your spirit team, the spirit realm, your angels. Okay, that's pretty good. Messages for Virgo. Oh, nice. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Nice. What's under that? The Hermit. That's not bad. It's not bad. It's really, it's about finding out what you want. There's an offer of some sort. This is sometimes associated with something that's charming or seductive. Wow. Oh goodness. Wow, wow, wow. Jeez. It's like the underneath it all, there is some beautiful offer, but oh my goodness, these energies. Ooh, well, we'll get through them. We'll get through them. So you have the Judgment card here in reverse for the past. I'm going to get another card to see really what that might mean for you, because it could mean a few things, but you know, either something just not happening yet, so it's not being announced yet, or an issue, you know, being able to forgive somebody or move on from some kind of hurt. Okay, so it is reinventing yourself. It is having to reinvent a situation where everything was not fine, and maybe we're saying everything's fine, but it was really like that. So a rebirth, a new you. Tell me more about Judgment energy. It could have Sagittarius. Having to do a whole lot with the Two of Pentacles on your, possibly on your own, juggling a lot. It's the ups and the downs. It might be something that didn't feel fair or reciprocal, like it wasn't an equal give and take. It was maybe you doing a lot, juggling a lot of things, while something lay off balance or not fair. Okay, so the Page of Fire in the reverse is a challenge. Okay, and the Seven of Earth is in the reverse as the issue, which is usually about an investment that unfortunately has not paid off. Like I say, this is not a success. This is something that ends up being off, not even unreciprocal. One person giving too much. And one person taking too much. So the Page of Fire is usually about waiting for some good news. The challenge might be really waiting on some better news than what you've received so far regarding the time and the energy and what you've invested in so far. Because I gotta be honest, this Star in reverse is how you're feeling. That means you're feeling rather disappointed in yourself or in a situation. I don't know. The heart of the matter is to stand up for yourself a little bit more, assert yourself a little bit more. There could be some kind of power struggle going on maybe with tugging at your heart as saying, you know, hey, you've got to take control and step up and lead. And you can't be in this energy forever, this star in reverse. So I think it's also saying you don't want to be stuck in that energy forever in reverse, because it's just always thinking about what you've come from instead of like, you know, just moving right along into something more hopeful. Okay, so tell me about the investment. Which this is a general reading, so I guess this could be with your money, or it can be investment in a relationship. It could be something where you just lost patience with someone. Yeah, or something. There's another message of you're giving a lot of yourself with the Queen of Cups. It is a challenge. It's because it feels like there's a natural tendency that you're wanting to give more to others. And then lack giving all the care to yourself. You probably justify this by saying, well, they don't get to have this experience either, so I'm not going to for myself. It could be something like that. Still have to give to yourself. You still have to have some self-compassion, self-love. You don't want some health or diet, exercise routine to be what stands in the way from you receiving the most that you can receive, right? So, also the challenge could be that while waiting on news for something to pay off, or I don't know, for something that has been patiently, you know, what that you've been patiently waiting for, yeah, the challenge could be finding a person that will listen, or that can listen, or that actually does listen when they do. If that makes sense. Emperor in reverse. The heart of the matter. Ooh, you know what I just noticed? I don't know why I just noticed this, but King of Air in the reverse at the crowning energy, and Emperor in reverse for the heart of the matter. Those two are both in reverse and normally have to do with something that's really structured, that has a certain way. That is broken down here with this reading. Crowning, and you're feeling it as maybe not being very grounded because of this energy of really needing to kind of like stand up and take, it feels like a stand up and take charge, even though it might be hard because the star is representing that something that you really, 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 really wanted disappointed you. Tell me more about the star in reverse, about how Virgo's feeling. Tell me more about how Virgo is feeling. King of Swords in the reverse, and the Nine of Swords. Okay, so how you're feeling very sarcastic. You're feeling Aquarius energy all around, and I don't know if this is making you want to break from the mold, do something different, maybe even do something that's like rebellious. Maybe you're feeling rebellious. Like not wanting to be on a rat wheel, you know what I mean? Like just absolutely saying, wait a minute, I'm gonna sit with this disappointment for a minute, because you want to carefully analyze like the way that you're gonna do something, like, because it's not going to be just obedience, it's not going to be just discipline, it's going to have meaning or an intent when you do it. And this might mean that you move to a different, have to go somewhere where you have a different emotional feeling that actually lets you know that you're liking and enjoying where you're at. Until then, it's like you're going to worry about what to do in a situation that obviously is a little messed up. King of Swords in the reverse too, crowning you also, unless it means that there are people around who, because of whatever reason, because of some kind of breakdown in some structure that maybe just, you know, it's time for something to change, but it brings adversity too because of the competition. I guess you could call it healthy competition, whatever makes you feel better, but it's still there. It's still there with the King of Air in the reverse. So you got to be aware that sometimes there's nothing you can do about that except for stand up for yourself and assert yourself with meaning and intention. The Eight of Water could be like, this is ridiculous to handle all of these emotions that don't feel like any. This is like chaos theory. This is chaos theory in your life playing out, and you're wanting to Calgon, take me away. Eight of Water, take me away. That's what that energy is about. Emotionally detaching, being somewhere maybe where it's closer to what you feel would be a wish fulfilled. Whew. Okay. So you have another, you notice all these kings. The kings represent the masculine, and the masculine is just the energy, talking about the energy, and usually one of yang of action. And so if you have, there could be some kind of inaction while there's a pause to decide where to go for your ninth cup. The King of Water, that's in reverse as the future energy. It's kind of hard to tell without pulling another card, so we will pull another card, but it can be, you know, anything from just being very excited and your emotions, you know, they might not be balanced, so it could be either great excitement, it could be shock, it could be mad, it can be any range of emotions that are kind of extreme and not balanced. Can be in the middle of a major change and transformation. It can be talking about waiting for somebody to change or transform, you know, their own mood issues, and them kind of not doing that yet. Scorpio energy, maybe. Tell me about the future. The King of Water. Another Five of Air, or Five of Swords, and the Moon. Alright. Five of Swords. The Moon. Unknowns, but they're hidden blessings. Everybody wants to fight for these hidden blessings. And everybody wants to change things, to make something a little bit better. This is really not wanting the conflict, because something makes you angry, though. It's still going to pull you in, or it's trying to pull you into it. The Five of Swords is a little bit of drama. It's something that's definitely changing. The Moon is talking about these changes and the energy that's going to be present, which will be divine feminine energy, which will be about receiving hits of intuition. Could have skills and abilities and things like that trying to like pop out, letting you know every now and then. Pisces energy. What about this rebuilding? Or it's a Tower averted with the hope or fear. Hope or fear has to do with rebuilding. And it has the Emperor, and like I said, it's about you feeling like you're taking charge, making these big decisions. If the Tower is in reverse with the Emperor, then it means that working on the foundation to rebuild is the strategy going forward. The Five of Air and the Nine of Air. Ooh, Ten of Cups. So this is giving you extreme contrast of some conflict, of some not feeling very comfortable or feeling conflicted with how you're feeling where you're at. Not wanting to wait any longer for something that's just not paying off. The Nine of Air is like experiencing that, maybe even dark night of the soul, you know, where you're like, oh, look at this contrast. This is exactly what I don't want. But you have to know some of those things in order to go to this level of emotional fulfillment, which is your completion. It's saying that it's a hard road with spiritual growth and to your emotional fulfillment, the fairy tale ending for yourself, but it is in sight, and there are challenging energies to get to it, all meant to be transmuted by you. Yep, and that has some kind of good offer to it here also. Wow. It might be mirroring a situation, so I can't guarantee that everybody's offer is going to be like from a really good place, but use your own discernment, right? All right, Sacred Spirit. $13. So this some kind of ending, change, and transformation regarding your emotions and an emotional challenge. It says 13, which is the Death card. Scorpio, emotional challenges. It says to resolve the issue. Resolve the issue. And address what is not fine. Address what is not fine. 29, open intuition, seek clarification. And 34, spirit messages, observe limitations. Well, I have to seek clarification. Tell me about the emotional challenge here to resolve. Oh, what is not balanced, what is not fair or reciprocal. Resolve that. What's the spirit messages about? I think I'm being guided to pull this for the spirit messages. Wisdom. To focus on the past is to lose the future. Heed advice from an older person, which will allow you to move on. And open intuition, seek clarification. Let's get some tea leaves with that. And close out with the tea leaves. Oh, wow. Goldfish increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. And four-leaf clover, great good fortune. That's what I got. Sending you love and light, Virgos. I do offer private readings. If you need one, just email me. That can be found in the description box below. Sending you love and light. Bye-bye.